The man doesn't tell the truth. And it's sad that I should take responsibility for his dirty deeds.
The fallout from the split between Donald Trump and his former fixer, Michael Cohen, continues to be public and ugly.
I am done with the lying. I am done being loyal to President Trump.
In an interview with Good Morning America today, Michael Cohen repeated what he admitted to in court, that Donald Trump directed him to break the law.
Nothing at the Trump Organization was ever done unless it was run through Mr. Trump.
Cohen says Trump knew the payments to Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal were improper.
He was trying to hide what you were doing, correct?
Correct.
And he knew it was wrong?
Of course.
But Trump, who at first denied even knowing about the payments, says this is all on Cohen.
I never directed him to do anything wrong. Whatever he did on his own.
It's not just Cohen making the accusations, however. In a separate plea deal with New York prosecutors, the National Enquirer admits it worked with the Trump campaign to silence one of the women, undercutting the president's defense.
Not just that he made a mistake, but that he was intentionally involved in a conspiracy to violate the law. That raises this to a totally different level. And so the evidence that we had before the National Enquirer revelations and the evidence that we have now make this a different ballgame.
That's the criminal picture. The strategist says there's also the political side to consider.
Campaign finance violation is likely not significant enough to cause impeachment. What could cause impeachment are the findings, should they be absolutely outrageous, of the Mueller inquiry.
An inquiry that counts Michael Cohen amongst its key sources. So Trump's problems with him are far from over. Stephen D'Souza, CBC News, New York.
Trump or his campaign under investigation? Well, that's nothing new. Robert Mueller's team has been digging for the better part of 2 years, but the U.S. president is now under pressure like never before. So for more, we turn to Washington correspondent Keith Bogue. Keith, effectively, what has changed for the president over the past week?
Well, Adrian, I think what's changed is that the seriousness of the crimes the president is implicated in is becoming clearer every day. It's not simply that he made an illegal and unreported contribution to his campaign with the hush money. It's that he conspired with others and directed them to make illegal payments, and that some of those payments were funneled through a corporation. In a Washington Post op-ed today, lawyer and constitutional scholar George Conway, who also happens to be the husband of Kellyanne Conway, the president's counselor, said this: "The campaign violations here are among the most important ever in the history of this nation. Given the razor-thin win by Trump and the timing of the crimes, they very well may have swung a presidential election." Plus, we're learning about an entirely new investigation that could touch the president. An investigation into the record amount of money raised from private donors for his inauguration last year. It's apparently not clear that money was spent on inauguration events.
Okay, so the words are strong, the investigation sounds strong, but to what degree does this change the conversation in Washington?
Well, first, there's a growing public debate about whether the Justice Department's policy that a sitting president can't be indicted is defensible. The alternative to indictment, of course, is impeachment. So it's also becoming clearer to Democrats that even if it's politically dangerous for them, impeaching this president might soon become their inescapable duty. And of course, they're just 3 weeks away from having control of the House of Representatives, which has the constitutional responsibility for impeachment.
Okay, 2019 is going to be interesting. Keith Bogue in Washington, thanks very much.
Thank you.